This is Perp back with another video, and I just got out of watching Killers of the Flower Moon. This is a brand new movie coming from Martin Scorsese, and man, there's a lot to talk about with this film. It has a runtime of 3.5 hours. I know that's a bit long. Scorsese is not known for making short films, but I'm going to get into that as well. I'm going to get into what this story is about, what this movie is about, and should you go watch it in theaters or wait for streaming. So this is starring, some noticeable names like Robert De Niro, and our main lead, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Lily Gladstone. This follows... Well, the movie starts off with, you have this tribe, the Osage tribe, and they have oil on their land. And this is really good for them because there's a lot of wealth, there's a lot of business that comes in. They start to mingle with the white folk a bit and start to kind of take some of that culture and mix it with their culture. And it just seems like everything is going smoothly. Everybody's kind of living together. There's no really issues on the surface. But then we get introduced to Leonardo's character, Ernest. And he is just getting out of, serving in the war. And he obviously needs some money. You know what I'm saying? So he goes to Robert De Niro's character, Bill, or Uncle Bill, or King Bill, however you want to kind of reference it, because he has a lot of little nicknames and stuff like that. And this is where things get interesting, where now you have Ernest's character starting to, do little jobs here and there, and he's driving. That's one of his jobs, is he's a cabbie. And this is where he crosses paths with Lily Gladstone's character, Molly. She is full-blooded Osage and stuff. And this is where things get really interesting, because you start to kind of see what's really going on here, as you start to see a lot of white people being married to the Osage just for the oil money, and you start to see certain characters just die off like a domino effect. And Bill over here, he is pretty much the main kind of antagonist. He's the one that's manipulating a lot of things behind the scenes. And there's some really devastating things that happen within this film, as far as how far will they go to kill these people off in a way to not make it look like murder, but to kind of make it look like natural causes. Like, all of Molly's siblings kind of have diabetes, and the people that they're married to are also kind of poisoning them at the same time. And there's alcohol involved, so some people get addicted to that and become alcoholics. And there's a lot of just mean shit that happens that it's just so subtle. But then once Molly's older sister dies, it just becomes this kind of murder mystery, whodunit type of story, where they're trying to get to the bottom of this. And it's just interesting to kind of see this story play out. I don't want to go into spoilers, because I do think this is a fascinating story that you should go watch. I would say, to answer your question, should you go see this in theaters? Yes. But if you don't got the time, you can obviously wait till streaming. It's going to be on Apple TV Plus at some time. But to see this on the big screen, and, to see how it was intended to be watched, it's something unique. Scorsese has such a unique style that really can't be replicated. And I know a lot of people will make jokes. I make jokes about the length of his movies, and it's just like, kind of, why do you have to make this movie so long? But when you're watching a movie, you never feel like I never felt the runtime in this movie personally. I was just very engaged with the dialogues and just the mystery behind all of that, and just the overall performances by Leonardo DiCaprio and just Robert De Niro, what he kind of brings into this, how he has so much power and he's able to kind of fool people in this. And seeing Ernie's character and just how he does care about Molly, but also he's easily swayed and influenced by his uncle. So it's like he is very much torn between two different families, like his actual blood and the woman that he loves and he has children with. On top of that, this is such a graphic movie. It's not like over the top gory. It's just very mean-spirited type of actions that you see characters do, and it's very much in your face, where you just have a story where you have two different kind of cultures clashing, where one wants to kind of be the dominant force, aka the white people, and they'll do anything to kind of take this away from the people in their land. And it's very disturbing, but it's also like stuff that kind of still goes on till this day. And to see how much hatred people have, or how they kind of view other people that come from different backgrounds, this is definitely a movie you should definitely watch. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can get out there into the theater, watch it on IMAX, regular screens, however you could watch it, I definitely recommend it. But also, if you want to wait till Apple drops it on their platform, you could do that too. But I definitely recommend checking this out. And I could definitely see this being contender for an Oscar, which would be really dope for Apple. You know what I'm saying? I think that'd be a game changer for a streaming service to produce a movie that wins Best Picture. So if you have seen this movie, let me know how you feel about it. Let me know how you feel about the cinematography. I thought it was excellent. You can't go no wrong with Scorsese behind the camera. And also how the movie ended was really fantastic, I would say, and really unique. It almost reminded me of like Asteroid City in a bit, in kind of ways, but I think this was better executed. And just the pacing, for me personally, I thought it was fine. It's definitely a long movie. You definitely gotta prepare yourself for that and really embrace that. But don't think about the runtime so much. You know what I'm saying? Just enjoy what's being shown. Enjoy the story. Enjoy the characters and the arcs that go on in this, because there's so many layers in this movie. But yeah, I just want to know your thoughts. If you get around to watching it, let me know in the comments below. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.